Welcome, 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 and what a beautiful day to celebrate the launch of Unbreakable. Oops, hold your books up, ladies. It's Unbreakable Spirit: 18 Stories of Feminine Resilience, Blessings, and Renewal. Beautiful. Thank you for each one of you for being here, and what a day to celebrate. What a joy to say, job well done, in the stories, the richness of your stories, the beauty of your stories. My name is Becky Norwood. I'm with Spotlight Publishing House, and I have had the privilege of bringing many, many books to the world, but this one beautiful book, Unbreakable Spirit, has really caught my attention. And I want to start the question out, and for each one of you, so let the audience know that who's this person and what do they stand for. And I would like to start with you, Maureen. Please introduce yourself. Tell us what the name of your chapter is. And then also, before you don't go into depth on the book yet, on your chapter yet, then what you do in the world. So that gives the framework. Okay.
Thank you so much, Becky. Really happy to be here with some of my co-authors. My name is Maureen Murphy, and I'm the founder and director of Mayday Resilience. And the name of my chapter is Reclaiming Sacred Radiance, a healer's journey from burnout to blessing. And in the world, I've had the privilege of working with many people through the healing arts. I worked as a chiropractor for 30 years in Oakland. I also have been a coach. I lead women's circles, and now I'm a published author. I'm very, very pleased to be among these other beautiful women authors. And I would say, really, I'm helping women who have already achieved a measure of success, but they haven't quite found the inner peace that would really allow them to enjoy their success. There are obstacles, there are, prior traumas and conditionings, limiting beliefs, different ways of looking at the world that keep a filter over their joy. And so that's one of the things that I delight in, is helping liberate people from those obstacles so that they can fully flourish in the world and share their gifts, and most importantly, enjoy their success.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing, and what a joy to have the three of you on this interview, and to really have a conversation as to why this book, and why did you choose to share your story in this book? What motivated you?
Yeah, I think it's really a matter of timing. I've known Laura quite a while, as personally and professionally. I've worked with her, as she's my coach, and I've also worked with some of her clients as an associate coach. And this is her third anthology that she produced. Right. And I think it was always in the back of my mind that would be a wonderful way for me to grow professionally, but the timing wasn't right until this particular book. And I just love trusting divine timing. And with this particular story, it's not a new story. It's an older story of my becoming, but I wanted to look at it through the lens of my present understanding and see how it would relate to the work that I'm doing now. And I've just found the whole process to be so rich, to be able to see the multifacets that one experience and how I responded. I mean, that's the thing about all these stories. We've all had really big challenges, and the stories are about how we responded through our unique expressions and how we grew. And so I would say the bottom line is that every challenge or crisis is really an opportunity. And that's what I see in these stories.
Beautiful. So your chapter, what is the rich nugget that you want to share just from if somebody's picking up this book and they turn to your chapter, what's that rich nugget of goodness that you hope that they glean from your chapter? And how do you hope to impact the world by participating in this?
Yeah, thank you. I think for many of us, the desire to share our stories was in the hope of reaching people who might be struggling alone and thinking that they're alone in their struggle. And, having these 18 stories can show them that they're not alone at all. Yeah. So I'd say there are a couple of things. One is the power of choice, and that all healing begins with a choice. So that's one thing. So finding that, they say, a lot of times we don't change until we hit bottom. So there's something to push off of, right? And so you get to that place where there's exquisite pain or fear or something that awakens you, and you have an awareness about yourself. And then you have a decision to make. How am I going to respond to this? And am I going to do it alone, or am I going to reach for help? Am I going to take the opportunity to grow or to deepen my connection to spirit? And so for me, it was really about recognizing where I had gotten out of alignment and off track, and then picking up those pieces and turning myself back onto the road that really is true to me. And so that included a more intentional devotion to my spirit and to my soul. It also required learning how to feel my feelings and how to be safe in groups, how to take my abilities. I'm quite capable of doing things on my own, but that can be a two-edged sword, right? And if you're not reaching out for help, or if you're isolating, which is what I was doing, kind of hunkering down and trying to do it all myself. So those are some of the things. That connection was key to my healing, willingness to ask for help, willingness to learn how to ask for help, right? It's just because you know what to do doesn't mean that you know how to do it. So those are some of the keys that I would want to say. And how once you're on the journey, just look for the nuggets, because there's so many blessings along the way.
The beautiful part is not being alone.
Yeah.
We're not alone. And the more of us that speak our truth and share our wisdom, is the bigger the impact we have on our world.
Yeah.
As we really think about this, the book, the work you're each individually doing in the world is very different from one another, as we all are. The back of the cover, there are 3 words, and it's kind of woven throughout the entire book, but it's stories as medicine, courage as prayer, spirit unbreakable. What do these 3 words mean to you, each one of you individually? These 3 segments of words: stories as medicine, courage as prayer, spirit unbreakable. Your thoughts on those words? And I'll start with you, Maureen.
Yeah, those are powerful statements. I think we've all experienced stories as medicine. Even in my chapter, during my recovery, I was gifted with poetry and song, and I was like, where did this come from? And I was directed by a friend to say, no, this is your medicine. You sing these songs to yourself. This is part of your healing. So yeah, stories for sure are medicine. And I love that statement, courage as prayer. My mom used to have this saying. She would say, offer it up. Whatever you're struggling with, she'd say, offer it up. And as a kid, I really grappled with how to understand that. What do you mean exactly? But I still get glimpses of what that means, when you're suffering or struggling. And so you choose courage. Okay, I'm going to face this in spite of my fear. And that's going to be my offering to the world. That's going to be my prayer. And my attention moving from fear into something more durable, right? Faith.
Right.
And then I guess spirit unbreakable, that's what we're living. We're affirming, we're experimenting with. There are beautiful statements. Thank you for bringing my attention to them.
Thank you. What a beautiful trio of ladies you are, as and the spirit that you show, how the work you do in your world, in our world, which is so amazing. And so, there are these beautiful words that you ladies cared enough in your heart to share with others, is the impact that we collectively can make in our wonderful world. So I want to thank you and celebrate with you International number one best-selling.
Thank you.
and just totally can celebrate yourselves and each other for being able to just standing strong in our beautiful world. Thank you.
Thank you, Becky.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.